Today in Saber Chronicles, I am going to read you a Star Wars fanfiction, at least just one of the chapters I made. This is a story called Darth Novus the Traitor. Now, if you have no idea who he is, don't worry, he doesn't actually exist in the Star Wars universe. He's a Sith Lord I made up. Now, from previous videos, you can obviously tell I'm a Star Wars fanatic. But yes, one time when I was playing with my friends and brother in a Star Wars game, I made up a Sith Lord called Darth Novus. And then I realized, this sounds like a good story I could make. Because one of my favorite hobbies is making stories. I just love it. If you ever wondered how to make a cool story, it's pretty simple. All you really need to do is just go to Google Docs, and if you have the ability to voice type, just type, more accurately, speak your story in, and then just copy it and paste it to ChatGPT and have it clean up and edit it, make it better, and then bam, you have a great story. One of my favorite things is just making this story. And I'll tell you about this story. It's a tale about redemption, a tale of love, of adventure, a very big Star Wars movie kind of thing. Like I said, Star Wars fanatic here. How about we get to the story now, and I'll show you the adventures of Darth Novus the Traitor. Darth Novus the Traitor. Star Wars, Darth Novus the Traitor. A long time ago, in a galaxy far, far away. Before the rise of Skywalker, before Darth Vader, before Luke and Rey, there was a Sith Lord named Darth Novus, feared and powerful on the dark side of the Force. He earned a title that would haunt history, the Traitor. People have long wondered why he was called this. Here, at last, his story is revealed. The galaxy thrives under the rule of the Republic, yet shadows stir. The Sith rise, plotting to shatter the Republic and forge an empire greater than any that has ever existed. But the noble, wise Jedi stand against them. Guardians of peace and justice, and yet the fate of the Sith and the galaxy itself will not be decided by the Jedi as a whole, but one man from their own ranks. Chapter 1, The Final Test. Nova knelt before his master. After all these years of training, all the scars, the lessons, the punishments, he had finally reached the moment he had been preparing for, his final trial. The wind brushed across his short black hair, just long enough to sway. His dark red eyes lifted to meet the gaze of the Sith Lord who had shaped him. Master, is the test ready? Nova asked. Darth Qantas stepped forward, the second in command of their Sith enclave and Nova's master since childhood. His presence radiated cold authority. Yes, my apprentice, Qantas said. With a hiss, he ignited his crimson lightsaber. Nova reached to his belt and summoned his own weapons, 2 curved sabers. With twin flashes of red light, he activated both. He was a master of dual-wielding and double-bladed form, a rare skill among the Sith. With a flick, he could connect his saber into a deadly staff. Making him a warrior few could match. Fight me, Qantas commanded. Defeat me and your training is complete. Then You will be sent to kill your first Jedi. A spark rushed through Nova's veins. Anticipation, hunger, destiny. Who would be his first kill? Who would his first kill be? A Padawan? A knight? A master? Part of him even wondered whether he would face one of the greatest, perhaps even someone like Master Yoda, newly risen in rank, powerful in the Force, but not as powerful as Nova believed himself to be. Nova surged forward. He struck downward with both sabers, aiming for his master's leg, but Qantas blocked the blow with practiced ease. Their blades clashed, red light flashing against red, filling the training ground with heat and sparks. Nova leapt, twisting in midair as he snapped his sabers together in their double-bladed form. Spinning the crimson staff, he attacked with renewed ferocity. The battle pushed him deeper into the dark side, its whispers urging him to strike harder, faster, without mercy. He raised his hand and unleashed a bolt of force lightning. Qantas caught it with his saber, teeth clenched, boots sliding against backward under the pressure. A final surge sent him crashing to the ground. But his master did not finish. With a growl, he rolled, sprang to his feet, and charged again. Their blades met in a storm of sparks. Qantas was swift, deadly, but Nova was faster, more precise, more consumed. At last, Nova's blade struck his master's leg. A clean, punishing hit, not enough to sever it, but enough to force him down. Breathing hard, Nova stepped back. Did I pass, Master? Qantas looked up at him, a cruel smile bending his lips. Yes, he said, you have done well. Now rise, Darth Novus. The words echoed like thunder. He had done it. He was a Sith Lord. Later, in his personal chamber at their hidden homeworld, Nova looked around at the few possessions he owned. Sith tomes, a practice dummy, a single holo photo of the day he became an apprentice. It was the earliest memory he had. Everything before he had lost to him. Let me try that again. Everything before that was lost to him, stolen, erased, or buried by the dark side. Sometimes he wondered who he had been before the Sith, before the training, before the darkness. And sometimes he feared he would never know. Soon, he would be sent to kill his first Jedi. He would not hesitate. He would avenge his fallen brother. He would prove his power to the galaxy. The galaxy would tremble before Darth Novus. I really hoped you enjoyed that chapter, because get ready, because more are coming soon. Chapter 2, Chapter 3, Chapter 4, Chapter 5. Okay, I have no idea how many chapters, but there are a lot. Soon this story of Darth Novus will come out, and I'm glad I got to make this video. I haven't made a video in a while, so I'm glad I get to do it again. This story is a tale of redemption, as I said, of love, adventure, all that kind of stuff. If you're a big Star Wars fan, you're going to love this story. At least I hope you will. Like I said, I made this story as just imagination. I just played a Star Wars game, and then I decided, okay, let me be a Sith Lord. So I made up the Sith Lord named Darth Novus. But as I grew up more and more, well, not much, it was only like a few months ago, I then found out how to make stories. And I wanted to make more, but I needed the inspiration. You need to find something you like, something you love. and you can turn it into a story. It's pretty simple, actually. All you really gotta do is just go to Google Docs and, well, just speech text, and then just send it to something called ChatGPT and have it clean it up and make it better. When it does, soon you will have a good chapter of the story. Do not try to do the entire story and then send it. Too much. I suggest one chapter at a time. With how this story goes, it's going to be pretty good. And thank you for watching. Make sure to hit that subscribe and notification bell, and I hope to see you again for chapter 2 soon. May the force be with you.